everyone, and welcome back to another one of the speed builds for my custom world that I've created called Stone Ridge Valley. This one is going to be a subway station. It's going to look like an abandoned building. It is off the road. The lot is not connected to the road in any way. The only way to get there is either the Sims travel in between the trees to get there, or there is a sidewalk that I did create for them. My Sim, when I tested it, she did use a sidewalk, so I know it is possible, but at other times they do have a tendency to just kind of pick the shortest route, which they could then go through the trees and stuff to get there, depending on where they are in the world. So I went ahead and named this lot the abandoned subway station. So when you're in the world and you're hovering over the icons, that is what it's going to say. And of course, when you click on another subway station that I have in the world, if you want to travel there, it will also list the name the abandoned subway station. So that is a way for you to know where you're going. The little bit of research I did with the subway stations was you need to name them. That way when you're in the world and you're trying to go from one place to the next, you know where you're going, where you're headed. So one of the things that I noticed while building this lot, and I didn't think about it until after I had completely forgotten about it. I thought maybe you'll even see me at the very beginning of the video where looked like I was trying to delete maybe some of the trees. So one of the things that you're going to come across if you were to put a lot, like your own lot, like say not one that's already in the world, but place one down in an area that you want it to be, the trees are not going to be able to be clicked on or deleted. I still have to test this, but I believe what you'll have to do in game is go into Edit World, and then there is this World Editor option. Go ahead and click on that, and if my theory is correct, you should be able to then delete any of the trees that you want to on your custom world or custom lot that you place down, and then you'll be able to hopefully delete it. That's my theory. I have messed around a little bit in that world editor in the past before. And I do know that you can add trees and do this and that with it, so my assumption is you're going to be able to delete any of the trees. However, when I was going in and building this lot, I never gave that a thought, and I thought I could just go in there and delete any of the trees that I don't want, and I could not. So I decided while I was building this lot here to go ahead and incorporate that tree into the build. So along with it being abandoned, I also end up creating it to where it looks like it's very overgrown. So like the weeds are growing through the foundation area, the weeds are coming up through the floor, we have this tree here that's growing through. So in the end, I do think it does look pretty good, even though I wasn't getting that one tree deleted at the start. So I do think it looks pretty good. It kind of helps bring in the whole abandoned idea of the lot and of it being overgrown. And I try to make it look as aged and old as I could. And the subway station does work. I have tested this multiple times, so it does work, and it looks good from the outside. So of course, when you come to the lot and you bring the walls down, or you take the roof away, of course you're going to see the subway station, and that in its own looks kind of odd, but I think for the outside view and for the way the world looks, I think this will work. And this is kind of the way a lot of the subway stations are going to be. They are going to be built into the lot somewhere in the lot, that way it can still look nice and go with the world. But however, like I said, if you bring the world or the walls down and you'll be able to see it, then it's going to look a little weird. But that's just kind of the way it is when you're trying to do stuff like this, or trying to make a custom world with objects that don't exactly fit the era. So that is just something that you're going to have to deal with. So there are a few things with this lot that did end up happening, or that I noticed after I had built it, after I had done the video, after I did the screenshots. Everything I believe is now fixed. I've gone back into the world a couple of times now and looked at it, and I believe all the issues are taken care of. I went back in and got them all fixed. So anything that you might see in this video that might appear to possibly be off a little bit, or you know, maybe not, doesn't look very good, I assure you it is fixed as far as I can tell, unless there's something else that maybe I have missed. Kind of like the roof or the wall clipping through the roof on the second floor. That is taken care of, even though in the video it looks like I don't get it taken care of. So, but anyway, this lot is supposed to kind of represent almost like maybe like I said, an abandoned cottage. So there is this upper floor, like a balcony. Like they would have had a lot of lofts back then, and then were the older small little houses, cabins and stuff, they would have had little lofts with ladders and really tight spaces. So that's kind of what this place kind of looks like, and that's what it reminds me of, at least from the little area, you know, some of the older houses that I have seen in the areas. So I did try to, as you could see, try to make that roof area look better, but I do get that taken care of. It is not it's not there in the final product. And then also I do have the roof glitch area where it doesn't want to have a wall on the roof. It's the wall that automatically appears when you put a roof down. There are some areas where that's missing and you can kind of see into the cabin. I was originally going to just have that where it looked like the wall was just missing, you know, falling off or something like that. But I do end up getting that figured out and fixed. So just going ahead and adding some of the lanterns that are done by candlelight to try to help light up the place a little bit so your Sims are not in the dark. So other things that I am decided with this world that I'm going to go ahead and do is release a beta version. I'm going to wait until I have a couple more commercial or community lots, I guess, put down. So a couple of the subway stations will be put down. There will be a couple of the rabbit holes done, and maybe even a like a house already. And then once, I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to release it, but it will have a couple things in it for testing. So feel free to, once I release that beta version, to go ahead and download it, play in it for, you know, play however you want to play in it. If you want to have cars, that's fine. Go ahead and do the cars so you can test it, and you know, come back either at the video or at the download post, wherever, and leave me a comment and let me know if you find any issues, and I will see about getting that fixed. So the testing phase of this world will then be released shortly after this video, probably a couple weeks, I would say, after this video is released. So look forward to that. Follow me. I'll be uploading it to Mod the Sims, so check back regularly. I'll probably even mention it again in the upcoming videos and even let you know more in details of when it's going to get released for certain. So, you know, keep an eye out for any of those upcoming videos, and then watch for the upload for it to appear on Mod the Sims on my page. So I will also have it listed on my website, which is www.PolarBearSims.com. So it will also be there, which will then give you the link to the download. So just kind of keep an eye on those few different areas, and that way you will be able to download this world and give it a go and test it. That piece of world or piece of roof right there, I don't know what was going on with it. I don't know why it was dark. Like I said, there's a lot of issues you're going to see with this roof in the video that I am struggling here to try to get rid of the issues. But yeah, in the video, you don't see me fix it, and right there's that spot that's missing. I do go back in, like I said, I do go back in and fix it. I keep bouncing, like right now I'm in edit world in Ka, so I keep going back and forth trying to do this and that. I'm trying to get those glitches taken care of and fixed, and unfortunately I do not get it fixed in the video. So I went ahead and just decided just to leave it go for now and get the sidewalk and stuff in. I figured I'll just go back in once the video is done and get that fixed. So you would have actually seen me in one of the previous landscaping videos where I was coming in and adjusting the sidewalk on the side of the road that was glitching. This right here is the sidewalk that I was adjusting. So this lot was already built prior to the last or the final Ka Create a World video. So this lot was there. I just did what I could to not reveal this lot too early. So yeah, go ahead and just getting some more train paint to try to hide that sidewalk just a little bit, get it to blend in a little bit. And then I was checking the routing just to make sure that there wasn't anything that may have gotten broke since the last time I looked at the routing of the road. So just going around and just double checking where the lot is and making sure. So coming up to the end of the video now, here are the screenshots of it. The screenshots don't show it very well because it is hidden. It is pretty covered by a lot of the trees, which is kind of the way I wanted some of these lots to be. I wanted them to be hard to see from the road and hard to see from other areas. Like they are deep in the wooded areas and they're hidden. So I think it did, I did do the job there on this lot, making it, pretty hard to see. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.